My amplified unit. I took a few days off, man, clear my head for Survivor Series this Sunday. But it is good to be back, and this is not just a big week for the company. This is a big week here on the channel as well. You guys know that, man. Survivor Series always is the final big day of the calendar year for WWE. This is the final Big Four pay-per-view. We have TLC next month on December 16th, but this is the final of the Big Four. This is the final big event for WWE. This is where after Survivor Series goes off the air, WWE goes into holiday mode. We all kind of go into holiday mode. We all kind of reconvene early January and start the road to WrestleMania. So here on this channel, we treat Survivor Series like a holiday kind of. And that means this whole week is going to be huge on this channel and next week. Starting tonight or today on this video actually, with the preview show for tonight's Monday Night Raw. This is not just a normal Raw, guys. This is the go-home show for Survivor Series. So you damn sure better bet that tomorrow's review of Raw is going to be massive right here on this channel. Wednesday, same deal with SmackDown and their go-home show to Survivor Series. Wednesday morning, that review show is going to be pretty fucking massive, and we're going to be getting amplified all right. Thursday, I got a special bonus video that I'm going to pump out to you guys that I'm excited to get out to you guys. Friday is obviously amplified preview of Survivor Series, so we always have a lot of fun with that video. Sunday, I'm doing something special. You guys always want me to do weekly NXT reviews, but there just isn't a big enough fan base for NXT, so the ends don't justify the means for me anyway. But this Sunday, I am going to do NXT TakeOver War Games' review. So we're going to kick off Survivor Series Sunday the right way. We're going to treat it like a holiday. Sunday morning, this Sunday, tune into the channel and I will have NXT's review video of their TakeOver event, which is the night before Survivor Series. So basically, every day, just keep checking the channel, guys, because I'm going to have some new awesome fucking video pumped out to you guys. And obviously next week, next Monday, there ain't going to be no preview to Raw video. That's going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly to Survivor Series. And usually, the Survivor Series review video, for some reason, is always my most amplified video of the year. I don't know why that is. The wrestling gods just always unite and line up for my review video for Survivor Series. But I always get the most amplified. I don't know why. One of my videos, my Survivor Series review videos, one time, maybe it was my first one I ever did, that got taken down. So, I don't know what I said that was so over the top. I say a lot of over the top shit. I create a lot of controversy. But that video got taken down, and oh well. Most likely I already got paid from it anyway, but I get really amplified for that. So it'll be interesting to see how that good, the bad, and the ugly next Monday actually unfolds. And obviously Tuesday and Wednesday, the Raw review and the SmackDown review shows. And then next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Now, while a lot of content creators are taking the holiday off, I'm not. I'm going to have a special video up on Thanksgiving. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag now. I'll give you guys more details later in the week maybe. But I got a special video next Thursday on Halloween and the day after. I already worked on one video that I'm going to pump out next Friday. So, the bottom line is, all you guys need to know, if you didn't get all of that info, if that was too much to take in, all you need to know is tune in every single day over the next 2 weeks, over the course of the rest of November. And there's going to be a badass new video every single day, basically, as we get ready for this Sunday's Survivor Series event. If you're like superstars like Sasha Banks, you're glad to see 2018 in the rearview mirror, right? You look at Sasha Banks' 2015, 16, and 17 and how great she was doing and being booked. And then you look at her 2018 and it's tragic. It's absolutely criminal. And other superstars you could put in that pile that are just glad to see 2018 hit the road. Other superstars had a great 2018 and they're sad to see it go because they don't know if 2019 is going to be that great. But Survivor Series always ends the end of the calendar year. TLC on December 16th is going to be a shell of a pay-per-view because December is always a shell of a month for WWE. So we're really going to put all of our eggs into one basket, so to speak, over the next couple of weeks. Should we talk about the video at hand, the subject at hand? That's Raw's preview for tonight. Again, this is the go-home show for Survivor Series. So I'll start from their top bullet point, right? Raw, WWE anyway.com always likes to list 5 bullet points that they want us to think about throughout the day before we get to Raw tonight. These are the 5 big storylines that WWE is working on. And I'll start out with the return of Stephanie McMahon. They call it a return, but is it really a return? Because at this point, it's just Stephanie McMahon showing up. Because Stephanie McMahon has returned 76 times this year. At what point is it no longer a return and just Stephanie decided to show up? It's like Brock Lesnar. Every time Brock Lesnar shows up every month or every other month, is it really a return? Or is it just Brock decided to show up? There's a big difference. So I'm not treating this like Stephanie McMahon is returning. She's going to get into the middle of the ring and she's going to cut a promo on Shane McMahon. Now this all stems from what happened at Crown Jewel when Shane McMahon won the Best in the World tournament. Right? And everybody started crying because they thought that it's embarrassing to WWE. He wasn't even in the tournament. And he won this scripted bogus tournament that one dipshit creative writer probably wrote in 10 minutes, but everybody cried their eyes out over that. I was looking at it like this. This was going to create something much better. Fuck this nonsensical bullshit tournament that proves nothing. Let's create something even better for Survivor Series. And this was going to begin that. This was Shane McMahon showing that he will stop at nothing. He will do anything to beat his sister and make sure SmackDown is always better than Raw. All that needed to happen was that Monday, 3 nights later, Stephanie needed to show up, Stephanie McMahon, in the middle of the ring and deliver a promo retaliating back to Shane McMahon. That's all that needed to happen. Instead, they used that time for Braun Strowman to throw another temper tantrum last Monday. That was not the time for that. That was Stephanie McMahon needing to retaliate. So you really set up some real significance and importance for your 5-on-5 men's match at Survivor Series and your 5-on-5 women's match. Everything else can speak for itself. Brock versus AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins, even the AOP versus The Bar. Obviously, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, all of those matches can stand on their own. But what are we really invested to 5-on-5 for the men? Raw versus SmackDown. 5-on-5 for the women. SmackDown versus Raw. Okay, we need to see who's better. Why? There's no real beef. There's no real feud. Shane McMahon started it at Crown Jewel. I thought that was perfect. And then we didn't hear another thing about it from Raw that Monday. Basically nothing anyway. Maybe Stephanie was on the phone to Baron Corbin for like a line or two. Nothing. And now here we are 6 nights before Survivor Series, and now Stephanie wants to show up and give her a retaliation promo to Shane. That should have again been done last Monday. Tonight, Stephanie should be showing up and giving ultimatums to her Raw talent, just like Shane did last week. Stephanie should look at her 5 superstars, I should say, and say, if you can't beat SmackDown, don't bother showing up to Raw next week. You won't have a job. Starting tonight, we should start kicking it into high gear. Instead, we're not doing that. Instead, now we're just now getting the retaliation from Stephanie McMahon, promo-wise. That's not enough. So, okay, I'm going to tune in. I'm not going to totally bash it until I see it. I'm going to tune in like everyone else tonight. And when Stephanie McMahon's feet hit the center of that ring and she starts delivering her promo, hopefully her words captivate me. Hopefully when it is all said and done, that whole segment for Stephanie, I'm more intrigued for this 5-on-5 Raw versus SmackDown match for the men and the women. Because right now, that's all it's doing for me. Shane McMahon set it up perfectly. Raw has not held up its end of the bargain. They're going to have to really kick it into high gear tonight. ×2 now. Double. Because they fucked up last Monday. We'll see what they actually put together. I don't know what they're going to do with Stephanie McMahon's segment. I hope it's more than just her cutting a promo. I want to see SmackDown stars showing up to Raw tonight. Tomorrow on SmackDown, I want to see Raw stars showing up to SmackDown. Add a level of suspense and intrigue and excitement that is not there yet. BC, we saw that in years past. SmackDown showed up to Raw. Raw showed up to SmackDown. So it's already been done. I don't care. It's been done and it worked. It worked. It was successful. It intrigued us more. And by the way, you could do it a different way. You don't gotta have an invasion the same way it's been done before. Creative just needs to do what their job title says they do. Get creative. And you could have Becky Lynch showing up tonight and attacking Ronda Rousey in a cool fucking way. Could you imagine that? Imagine Rollins having a long match with somebody on the roster, a 20 fucking minute Raw match, and at the end of it, Shinsuke slithers in and low blows him. AJ Styles confronts Brock Lesnar? Give me that shit, man! There's no reason we don't need to see epic storylines just because we don't need them. That's no fucking excuse. You still gotta make it entertaining tonight and tomorrow. You still gotta have some type of substance and not just an exhibition match after an exhibition match after an exhibition match. Because that's all it is right now for Survivor Series. And again, I'm looking forward to it because all of those exhibition matches are badass. But don't rest on your laurels. Add some substance to it. Add a little bit more fuel to the fire for Lynch versus Rousey. For Styles versus Lesnar too. For Shinsuke and Rollins. But more importantly, add substance to the 5-on-5 matches. Because those are the matches I'm not quite there yet when it comes to intrigue. They haven't captivated me. The Raw team doesn't even have their finished teams. For the men and the women, we don't even know who the teams are. So how can I get excited for any shit when 6 nights before you don't even have the teams announced? And that's what WWE was banking on, though. We'll throw champion versus champion, and we'll hope that the majority of our audience is captivated by it. Because they didn't give themselves enough time to build anything else. Evolution was last month. Less than 2 weeks ago was Crown Jewel. You only had 2 weeks to build Survivor Series. The only thing they could have done was throw champion versus champion in exhibition matches, one after the other. Give us a little more now. What if you had all these cool matches we are actually looking forward to, but what if you actually threw some substance and gave us a reason to really give a fuck about them? Not just they should be a good match, but now we gotta see some revenge. Now we gotta see what happens as an aftermath of what happened on the go-home shows. Give us some creativity tonight. I don't want to just see a bunch of promos, starting with Stephanie to her brother Shane, Ronda Rousey with another promo to Becky Lynch, Lesnar with a promo to Styles. I don't need to see all of that. Let's see some fucking action 6 nights before. Otherwise, we're just tuning in for exhibition match after exhibition match. Sure, I'll tune in. Sure, I'm still semi-captivated, but fuck, can you make it better? The answer is a resounding yes. So start it tonight. It's a go-home show. Excite not just your diehard fans who are looking forward to champion versus champion, but your casuals, your mainstream audience. Make them give a fuck. The second bullet point, aside from Stephanie McMahon, is exactly what I kinda just discussed. Brock Lesnar is returning tonight. But just like Stephanie McMahon, is it really a return, or is this just Brock decided to show up? And what is Brock gonna do? Same as Stephanie? Is Paul Heyman gonna do a promo, and Brock stands there, Brock-esque? The music hits, and Brock storms off. Is that it? Is that what we get Brock for tonight? Or do you want to have Styles show up and do something? Do you want to have a more epic involvement with Brock? I need more, man. This can't just be a regular Raw with promos. This is the last big pay-per-view of the year. It's set up to be gigantic if you just give it the last doses of attention that it deserves. This whole card on paper is dynamite. It could actually be dynamite when it's all said and done if you give the proper ingredients to this recipe. Don't just give me Brock with another Paul Heyman promo. The third bullet point, the third and fourth bullet point, I should say. The third bullet point is the teams. The Raw team is not even full yet. It's not even filled, I should say. The fucking Raw women's team is not filled. They're saying Alexa Bliss still needs to fill the team. So what's Alexa Bliss going to do? I could just see it now. She's going to make a match between the Riot Squad and Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natty again. Another rematch for the 7,670th time. And maybe the winners, maybe they'll go into her team for Survivor Series. That sounds like something they would do because it's just not creative. So Alexa Bliss is going to be fucking bossing Sasha and everybody around. For what reason? We don't know. We don't know who bestowed this power upon her. Baron Corbin barely has the fucking power. And then the Raw men's team, they have to fill out because we don't even know who the final two are for there. We got Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, I think, and Dolph Ziggler, I want to say. That brings me to bullet point number 4. And that's Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman. The bullet point they want us to take home for tonight is Braun Strowman going to finally get his hands on Baron Corbin? If you do it correctly, this is really entertaining for Baron Corbin. This is bringing out the best for Corbin. That's what it did last week for me. And if they keep doing shit like that tonight, I'll be entertained, but not for Braun. I'm intrigued with Baron Corbin right now. Baron Corbin's stock is rising. Baron Corbin's becoming the superstar. Braun Strowman just looks like a little hissy fit bitch throwing another temper tantrum. Why? Because we've seen this before from Braun, and it was fun then, but then WWE showed they don't know how to finish the job, and they just turned him into an absolute bozo, a clown, and a joke. Because they didn't want him to overshadow Roman Reigns' top spot in the company. So they turned him heel, and they ruined any momentum that Braun Strowman had. And then even when he was a heel, they ruined that. They threw him with 2 other people, Dolph and Drew. And they made him some 3-man schmaz team so that the Shield has enemies to go against. Has a faction to go against. Any way that you could have thought of to make Braun Strowman look like an absolute monster and to really build and make a superstar, WWE actually did it. That's something we usually don't see with WWE over the last 10 to 15 years. They usually don't create superstars, but they did it with Braun. And as easily as they I shouldn't say easily because this was a week by week, month by month process, but it was working. And then boom, in one stupid decision for Roman Reigns, they killed it. And in the process, destroyed any chance of Braun Strowman getting the reaction that they are hoping that he once again gets. It's impossible. Or at least diehards like me who know this fucking business, I'm not going to believe in him again because I don't believe in the creative and the booking behind him as it is. I start to believe in Braun again and then what? You pull the carpet from underneath us again? And then we look like fucking idiots? The fans? No, absolutely not, man. You ain't gonna fuck with me twice. We believed in Braun once before. You fucked it up. That's it. You made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. That's on you. So WWE thought, oh shit, now Roman's gone. Okay, now we gotta make Braun the beast again, the monster. How did we do it last time? Let's do the same things. No, absolutely fucking not. It's not the same anymore. And I love when security is getting beat up. Suits and ties are getting beat up backstage. I usually love that. And I loved it the first time with Braun. But we're not going to do the whole thing over again because you fucked up. This is WWE admitting they fucked up, and now they're trying to do the same thing again and seeing if it works. No. You fucked up, find a different way. And hopefully one day down the road, Braun can be a monster again. But as of now, I don't believe in the motherfucker. He's just a big goof who throws temper tantrums. That's what he looks like to me. Because he never gets the job done. He never ends up winning the big match. He never wins a championship. He never actually gets his hands on the person he's looking for. Never! He's a big baby throwing temper tantrums and literally never gets his way. Incapable of finishing anything. And you could say, BC, that's the booking and creative that makes him that way. Okay. You're right. That's still the character that is getting the booking and the creativity. So what do you want me to do? Throw Braun Strowman a pass because it's creative and booking that's making him that bozo? No. Braun's okay with it. Clearly. He's showing up every week and doing the stupid shit. At least Nia Jax did walk out. Nia Jax said, no, I'm not doing this fucking job. I don't understand the process behind it because it was a job to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is a million times better than you. You can't lay on your fucking back for Sasha Banks. You're going to walk out. So I don't understand the reasoning behind it, but at least she believed in what she believed in and she walked out. She didn't like the creative way that she was being booked, whatever the fuck. Braun Strowman should know when his character's about to fucking die. But he goes along with it. He's like, I'll show up again. I'll show up again. Now there's new reports that Braun Strowman's in the doghouse backstage. Because backstage, this is a true report. You can look this shit up, guys. Backstage, it's reported that Braun Strowman is literally a big baby backstage. He shows up late. He's hard to get along with. He's not easy to get along with fucking the suits and ties. He's always throwing hissy fits. If that's true, I'm not shocked. That's what he comes across as to me. I'm not going to spiel on this anymore, man. You're trying to give us the same Braun you once gave us before, but then you fucked it up. You realize you fucked it up. And now you're going to try to do the same thing. And we're all supposed to fucking be like, oh, this is great. This is great. Braun's a monster again. And we're all supposed to fucking be on our hands and knees kissing the feet of WWE and their creative staff because we're getting Monster Braun again. No, it's only because fucking Roman had that fucking unfortunate travesty hit him. And this is all you can do. He was a failure as a fucking heel. So now you're going to try to force feed us the face Braun again, the same way you once did. No. I'm going in circles now. I'm saying the same shit because it's just fucking mind-bogglingly frustrating how they can think this is just going to simplistically work with the diehard fans. After we clearly saw what happened, and now we're supposed to go, wow, Braun's a monster again. After he just took 4 F5s from Brock, and that was it. He lost a match with Brock and got 0 offense. But I'm now supposed to believe he's a monster. Fuck that. Fuck you if you think I'm going to believe that shit. What's the last bullet point tonight, guys? What do we got? Fuck. So we got, did I go over all 5? Got Stephanie McMahon calling out her brother. Brock Lesnar, or not even calling out, a promo to her brother. Maybe Shane McMahon shows up tonight. That'll be cool. Stephanie McMahon, middle of the ring, cutting a promo. You got Brock Lesnar cutting a promo on his match with AJ Styles. You have fucking the women, 5-on-5. Alexa Bliss still has to name the rest of her team. And the men have to fill out their team, so that's the 3rd bullet point. 4th bullet point is Braun Strowman. Will he get his hands on Baron Corbin? And the 5th is Ronda Rousey. What does she have in store for Becky Lynch? Is it going to be another promo? Would Becky Lynch show up? Who the fuck knows, man? But they got to do something cooler than just Ronda Rousey with another promo. And that's the Raw tonight, man. So I don't know. I'm not going to get over amplified right now because I'm going to tune in like all of you guys, watch and hope that we get an entertaining product tonight, man. I really want to be intrigued even more going into Survivor Series. This has the capability of being one of the best pay-per-views of the entire year if done correctly. And by done correctly, what I mean is not just resting on the laurels of how it looks on paper, but also giving it tonight and tomorrow night the substance that each match needs. If done correctly, this is going to be a dynamite pay-per-view this Sunday. I hope they get it done correctly, and that starts off tonight with the go-home show of Raw, man. I'll be tuning in like you guys. I'll be live tweeting, obviously, hopefully anyway. And unless I'm really fucking outraged at what I'm watching, then I won't be live tweeting. But we'll see, guys. I'll tune in tomorrow, or you guys will tune in, right? I'll fucking check in with you guys tomorrow. You guys will tune in, and we'll do the Raw review reaction for tonight's Monday Night Raw. We'll do that tomorrow morning. And, yeah, that could be like a good, bad, and the ugly, man, because I'm not giving any mulligans out. I'm literally going to call it down the middle. I don't want to be over the top and fucking amplified, animated, or amplified. I don't want to be. I want to come to you tomorrow, nice, cool, calm demeanor, and talk Monday Night Raw, what was otherwise a fucking good show. That's what I want to do tomorrow. Hopefully I get to do that. It's WWE Raw we're talking about. You know, you really can't, you can't depend on that. Much love and respect, guys. I'm going to go kick some Monday ass and get ready for Raw tonight. Hopefully you guys do the same, and I'll check you tomorrow. For now, check you later. Good to be back, man.